Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sick of Shit Broadcasting. I'm the host of this program, Mr. Sick of Shit. Because just like you, I'm sick of the shit. This country, my state, all over the world. MSNBC has made the unconfirmed claim that Trump supporters are preparing to take up arms against the dictator in charge. Of course, most are simply not dumb enough to do that. Some maybe, but it wouldn't be enough to make any kind of a difference. Only thing that a small group of people who would be thinking about that and maybe doing it, only thing they would do is make things really bad for all the rest. And I would hope that they're smart enough to think more than twice about that. I think personally, it's all a bunch of crap. Of course, I don't put it past any group of politicians, regardless of what letter they put beside their name. If they really want people to believe that something like that is happening, they'll stage it and make it look quite real. Propaganda. George Washington, first president of the United States, stated in his farewell speech, "Harmony and liberal intercourse with all nations are recommended by policy, humanity, and interests. Avoid avenues to foreign influence in innumerable ways. Such attachments are particularly alarming to the truly enlightened and independent patriots." Look at what happened in Vietnam, how that turned out. The U.S. military murdered very near 900,000 Iraqis during George the Whore Bush's presidency. And how many bad guys did they get? Oh, yeah, that's right, none. That made a lot of sense. 20 years in Afghanistan. And what did they do? Left billions of dollars in military weapons and equipment for the Taliban, the very people that were being fought against. The list goes on. And it really pisses me off, especially what they did in Iraq. George Bush, a lot of people don't know this, but that man, if they want to call him that, bombed hospitals. He bombed daycare centers. He bombed utility companies, as if he didn't do enough damage while the military was there looking for these elusive weapons of mass destruction. You should see what the after effects were after they pulled out. Horrible. People dying left and right from disease directly related to both malnutrition and inadequate sanitation. It was awful. Europe has set, as this is continuing from what George Washington said, Europe has a set, and this was back in the 18th century, y'all, think about this. Europe has a set of primary interests, which to us here, we have none of those. None of the same ones that they have. Or a very remote relation. Hence, she may be engaged in frequent controversy, the causes of which are essentially foreign to our concern. Does that sound familiar? Sounds a lot like what's going on now. Foreign to our concern. Folks, got news for you. Russia and Ukraine have been going at it also since the 18th century, 1750 to be exact. If we never got involved in their mess before, why are we in it now? I would love for somebody to explain that to me in a way that makes some sense. Because I ain't hearing anything that makes any sense to me. What you hearing? Does it make any sense to you? At any rate, that's what's going on. And if I were you, I would be listening to the words of old Georgie Porgy, because he made a whole lot of sense. Till next time, Mr. Sick of Shit is signing out. Oh, and let's not forget, I almost forgot, I did forget for a minute, that issue in the Ukraine with the pipeline getting damaged in so many areas. I wonder why nobody's talking about the potential for that having been a cyber attack, and who could have possibly actually attacked it. Could be anybody. Could be the EU themselves. We all know that they're globalists, and we know that globalists would love to decrease the population every chance they get. And that would be a darn good way now, wouldn't it? I wonder. This time, it's for real. Till next time, Mr. Sick of Shit, signing out.